Hello everyone, and welcome to the Czech community call. Today is the 25th of October, and as usual, we'll start with the release section. So 7.38.0 has been released, and for more information, you can find it in Eclipse release Mattermost channel. For today's call, we have a few topics from new and noteworthy section. The first one is about configuration runtime controller with namespace and filter. Mykola, could you present it?
Yes, thank you, Valery. So just a few words on this topic. Basically, this is a part of major issue which we have right now, and the actual fix is still in progress. So this pull request adds a filter to events that are handled by our operator and reduces significantly the number of reconciles in a large cluster, and this is a great step toward a good behavior in a big clusters, but unfortunately it doesn't resolve all the issues. We still have problems with caches and OOM. So now the workaround is in place and everything is working, but meanwhile our team is working on proper fix for this problem to have everything work as it should be. So basically it's from our side, and if anyone have any question, please feel free to ask.
Thank you, Mykola. Seems no questions. So we can go to the another topic. It is from Floran about factory flow. Floran, could you present it?
Yeah, sure. So today when we are using the factory workflow, we append at the end of the link the repository, like github.com/ and the repository name. And then it will find inside the GitHub project the .dev.yaml or the dev.yaml file. But sometimes you may want to define a different name for your dev file, or for example, for the case where you want to have both a dev file v1 and a dev file v2 in the same repository. Today you can't because you only provide a single link. So here the idea was to be able to provide the path to the dev file. So I added a quick demo. I don't know if you can click on the link, Valerie. So here I will just demo this feature. So we have a project, which is a Chserver project. It's a clone of Chserver. And by default, if I click on it, it will search and find the dev.yaml file. Here I'm configured with the dev workspace engine, so at the end it doesn't work, but that's not the goal of this demo. And what I will do after the failure is that I will provide the dev files path argument. So let's see that it's failing. Okay. So now I'm using the same link, but at the end of the URL, I will append dev file path equal dev file v2 YAML. So I say, okay, I want to grab the dev file v2 YAML and not the dev file YAML by default. And if I do that, we'll see that the dashboard component will extract the dev file v2 YAML file instead of the dev file YAML file. And now I'm able to proceed and open my workspace because it's a dev file v2 workspace. So by doing that, I can use the same repository with both dev file v1 and dev file v2, So for example, I can open my link on workspace.openshift.com, and I can provide an alternate path by providing dev file path to my dev file v2 if I'm using dogfooding with a workspace, the new dev workspace engine, for example. So that's pretty all for the demo. And if you have questions, can answer.
So by default, it will be used the file is name, just the file YAML. Yeah.
Yeah, by default, we don't change anything. It will be dev.file.yaml and .dev.file.yaml. We are searching for a variant. But if I provide the file path, it can search any file that you want. So
Thank you.
it may be useful for migration or to use the same repository with both JServer workspaces and dev workspaces.
Yeah, and in that way, we don't need to have another branch for default v2. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, it will be helpful as well for our samples. Yeah, correct.
Cool. Any questions? Thank you, Fran. So we also have one from Maxim about ability to run Che and dev workspace heavy pass tests locally or as any repo PR check.
So hello everyone. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Cool. Because I've just used another headphones with another microphone. So hello everyone. Let me introduce a short demo about improving the way of running the workspace happy pass test. So previously, when we launched the workspace happy pass test for dashboard and the workspace operator project on ProCI, we noticed that the logic of the scripts for the setup and running end-to-end tests are very similar. And when we need to change or improve something in this logic, we need to apply these changes for all scripts in different projects. And it looks like code duplication. And another problem, after applying the changes, it should be launched on CI for verification of changes for each dependent project. It needs a lot of time and resources, and when we face this problem several times, we decide to extract the main parts of logic for running tests into Eclipse Share project. Now, each client has the possibility to run all the test logic, which provides setting up a test user into cluster, preparing a test code in the same cluster with end-to-end test, and launching test in the test cluster, collecting all logs, and saving a report with the test results. So let me show this example. I'm going to share the screen. Let me show an example of the local running the happy pass test. Let's imagine that we want to check our new dashboard changes. For this, we should build and publish a dashboard image in a registry. Previously, I prepared this image, and after this, we should apply this image and install Share. Let's define two environment variables for our demo. First one for dashboard with changes. And second one, the environment variable to share a repo branch. We can use main branch for our demo. Also, we need to create file for patching the dependent custom resource. After that, we are able to set up Che using Che ETL tool. Let's skip the Che installation process and jump to the test launching. All we need for test execution, just invoke command like this and waiting for the test workflow. As you can see, all codebase was cloned into our TMP folder, its default folder for the local running, and right now the test user is creating. Let's wait this action. So after creation the user, we can see that test pod has been applied into the current cluster, and all variables and configurations has been set up automatically. And after that, we can see the log of execution of end-to-end test. Also, the interesting feature which I want to show it, we can use port forwarding for getting access to the test container, and it make possible to watch the test execution interactively. After applying the port forwarding feature, we can connect to the container using the VNC server. Let me switch window to the VNC server. So I've just connected to the VNC viewer, and as you can see, we connected to the test container with the Selenium test and pre-installed Chrome browser, and we can watch on the test execution in the real time, and we can even interact with the current browser. When tests have been finished, we can analyze all artifacts, logs, screenshots, and video recording in the TMP DevWorkspace HappyPath artifact folder. Let's review this. For example, we can analyze all logs from all resources and analyze video recording. And screenshots of failed.
Thank you, Maxim. Any questions? We cannot hear you if you're talking.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I tried, but failed at that time. Now it should be fine. Sorry about that. Yeah, I just wanted to add the additionally answer the question from the email thread about making it possible to run it against Kubernetes. Currently, it's not possible, and we don't have any plan to make it working unless and until native authentication is done for Kubernetes as well, for the workspaces, because currently there is a key clock authentication and it would need some additional logic, and after a native authentication is done, it's pretty cheap to support Kubernetes as well. And after that, it will be really easy to investigate the failure or just try if your changes breaks the workspace happy path or not. Yeah, that's all I wanted to add. If you have any questions or proposals, then let us know. Thank you.
Thank you. So, if no questions here, it seems we discussed everything from the agenda today, and we can finish the call. So, wish you have a good week. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye, folks.